Good morning, everyone. How is everyone today? Kelly says she's packing for a trip. Trina's on her first day of vacation. Maybe I should flip my camera. There we go. I'm a little frazzled this morning. Everything took longer than I thought it was going to. Good morning, good morning. It's so great to see so many of you here this morning. So we're going to have a handmade holiday edition of our Friday morning live. Just thought we would craft and chat and have a little fun this morning. Yes, Kelly is always so good at reminding, and I want to say it out loud. Please remember to like, subscribe. It helps me. That way you guys get notified anytime I do go live. And I appreciate you guys so much. I am right off the bat going to say, hello, replay crew. I know so many of you have to catch this in replay. Hello, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching the replays so much. Yes, oh, my chat's going by. Yes, Liz, you can hear Odin. He brought me a ball. He thought we were going to play fetch. I took him for a walk trying to tire him out this morning. But no, that's not so much. And then the other one's running around. Usually he's old and he usually is napping by now, but he's running around. I don't know. So funny. Okay. Let me see. Hello. Scrappin' Fox 214. My background was like this last week, so it is kind of different. And all I did, my window where I normally craft on the other side of my desk is right behind me. And being backlit was always such a pain. And even now, the timing of this video, the sun is coming in pretty bad. I'm kind of hoping with the time change next week that it won't be so shiny. But that's kind of where we are. So I just rotated where I have my setup. This is the wall that has like my fabric. It has my stamps. I'm in mirror, so I never know. So stamps and dies and all of that are kind of over here. And then I have fabric. This is just one wall. So, yeah, I just moved it around. It's a prettier backdrop than having my shades drawn all the time. Love Limbs L1, is that fabric behind you? Yes, I do sew and quilt. Yes, I absolutely do. And I made the conscious effort this year to get it organized so that I can see what I have because it's been in boxes and all of that good stuff. Susie says woof woof. Yes, they are absolutely busy. Yeah, and new hair, although it went really flat. But yeah, I did get colored this week, so that's good. New nails. Woo, I got all the new stuff this week. Let's see. Oh, Kelly said she ordered some fabric boards, different than these, but you are certainly welcome for the reminder. It's always a good thing, I think, when you can be organized in your crafting space and see what you have so you use it. I've actually been doing some cleaning out. In addition to, I did a de-stash for my patrons, and then I have cleaned out some more stuff, and I still have some yet to do, but it's always good to kind of refresh. And my eye's totally watering today, which is fantastic. Not. All right, let me see if there's anything else I've missed. Like I was saying, we're doing Handmade Holiday, which is my series I have done for, I believe this is my 8th year doing Handmade Holiday, which is like tags, bags, fun ways to give gift cards. And I do it, and I've usually done it a lot later, like December, and I've called it last minute. We're not last minuting it this year. All of my videos will be done by November 15th or up by November 15th, which coincidentally is my birthday, so I'm excited because I'll get to pick all of the winners from the giveaways that I give on those posts, which is awesome. I love being able to give things away. And I've had 2 volunteers to give some amazing things. Mama Elephant contacted me wanting to give a gift certificate, and then my friend Lori Craig wants to give away a great gift. I don't want to spill the beans too much. The company she works for has a great gift, so I'm really excited about that, and that will be coming. I did have a new Handmade Holiday video go up this morning. Let me see if I can.
I have a picture. Oh, here we go. It's monogram tags. So these are more elegant. I do also try to do a mix of fun and like whimsical, and then also maybe some more elegant. So I maybe hopefully hit things for everyone's style and taste. And these were fun because I used lots and lots of leftovers from past foiling projects. I love being able to use up things in really fun ways. So this used a lot of like older product as far as some of the tags and whatnot, but then a lot of pink fresh product for the monogram letters. And you definitely don't have to foil monograms. This is just how I did it because I had leftovers. You might have alphabet dies, alphabet stamps. There are lots of ways to achieve a similar look. I would say if you don't have a foiling machine and you would really like to create or recreate something similar, die cut some metallic cardstock. Gold, silver, there's even like reds and greens and all of that good stuff, and lots of other colors too. I know Tonic has a lot of those. Die cut some alphabet dies, and you can use that for a monogram, and it's so easy, and it really does give a really pretty personalized touch. So that video is brand new on my channel today. So we're getting lots of Handmade Holiday. My other Handmade Holiday, and I'm just going to, let me exit out of that one. I was going to show, so this is what I was talking about, more whimsical. We're going to do more whimsical today as well, but this was the Mama Elephant shaker hexa tags. Definitely would not have to be shaker if you don't want to. You're going to notice that I'm all about the shakers this year because we're going to do shakers today. But I think they're really fun for anyone, and I always try to use it. Odin, please don't. I always try to think, how can the recipient use that past just the gift giving? Maybe they can use it for an ornament. Maybe you have kiddos and this would be a cute ornament, like if they have a little personalized tree, you can hang it from garlands, reuse the tags. We reuse our tags a lot. So just different things that maybe you can extend the life of those handmade things that you have made. So let's see. Jessie B says, I missed your September giveaway. I couldn't figure out how to post on your blog. Can you say how? When you scroll to the bottom of the post, when I'm doing a giveaway, those giveaways are closed. But for any of the Handmade Holiday giveaways, those are open until November 15th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. You can scroll to the bottom and there's a little thing that says comments. Click that and you can leave a comment. I see Carol Weatherspoon in the chat and I want to tell her happy birthday. Everyone tell Carol happy birthday. Carol sent me the awesome fall t-shirt. I actually meant to wear it today, but I'm kind of cold and I have to leave and go run some errands after this. And my shirt I wanted to wear with it was not ironed. So that's going to be on the agenda tomorrow. But tell Carol happy birthday. I hope you're having the most wonderful day, friend. Let's see. I think that's all I have got. Oh, good. Everyone's telling Carol happy birthday. I love it. We're both November babies. And Carol, you probably already know this, but I'm always behind. So your card's coming, but it'll just be a belated birthday. Sorry. All right. Let me see. I'm going to flip my camera around. Maureen says you sound better. Of course, that must be from old. And hello, Karen. Yes, I'm so much better. I just had a little cold and it did make me sound kind of nasally. Love you too, Carol. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, yeah, we need to switch the camera because the sun is shining right into my face. All right, I think if I've missed any questions, I'll try to be looking at the chat while we're crafting, but if I do miss it, please make sure and just pop in at the end when I kind of come back and we do some chatting and I will try to answer it then. Let me see. Oh, Susie, yes, thank you for that question. Okay, so my video yesterday, I shared like happy mail I've received from some of you guys, and so many questions about where Teresa Noble got the cute little, I wonder where that is. I don't think it's in here because I think it's still in the other room where I photographed it. It's a little heart. I'm just gonna go grab it. Oh, Odin has the zoomies. Okay, I'm back. It's this, and it's so cute. So it's those little hearts that I love to use, but in rainbow. She did message me, and I just haven't had a chance to jump on and answer my YouTube comments. That's coming after this. After I run my errand, then I'm doing that. It's on my list today, Etsy, and I will go ahead and see. She said she tried to comment and was having trouble, so I'll try to just pop in the comments and let you guys know where she found these on Etsy. But it is on Etsy. I can't check right this moment because it's on my phone, but I will be posting that. So hop over there and check that out later. Okay. Yes, I think it's Z-Line. When is your sheet coming out with your favorite zig colors? It is done. Mostly. The video part is not edited. So yes, that is coming very, very soon. I'm hoping to have it up next week. I'm also hoping to have my office completely videoed by next week. It probably won't be up quite yet. So yes, those are coming. And let me just see if I have anything else. Oh, Connie, thank you. She says, I wanted to let you know that you are the one that made me start to use Copic markers. I love that. Thank you. Susie, talk among ourselves. Yeah, I tried to be real fast about it. Cassie says her birthday's on Black Friday this year. Lots of craft shopping. That is excellent. I pretty much consider all November my birthday month and buy myself presents. Yes, Carol says I see some great birthday shopping in your future for sure. Yes, and we did discuss, Colleen is saying new zig colors are being released. In my Patreon exclusive live stream last week, we talked about that there's new colors, and we all decided we needed them. So I'm really, really excited. Yes, and Lana says that she ordered all the new zigs last week. Yes. Okay, and Cynthia's here for her first Friday Live. Yay! I love that. Alrighty, let's flip around. I've got to tell you, so I thought it would be fun to kind of use a bunch of product that is old or previously released. Nothing I think I'm using today is brand new. I've really been loving shakers, and I have this idea to give some like hot chocolate mugs, kind of like a whole gift basket to people like my hairdresser, nail tech, the dog groomers, the gals who take care of my boys, all of that stuff. And I thought it would be fun to give them cute gift tags that were themed to go with the hot chocolate. And like I said, I don't know what it is, but I'm completely addicted to the shakers, and I put jingle bells. I'm always telling you guys that I love jingle bells on tags. Can you hear them? I just love them. Well, they kind of moved, but this obviously can be removed. This can be used later. It says, you're the marshmallow to my cocoa. Everything I think I'm using today is either Lawn Fawn or Simon Says stamp, and I'm mixing it all together. I wanted my mug to be completely full of fun little goodies. And then, of course, on the back, I like to finish it with, you know, your to and your from and all of that good stuff. But this is another one that can be used for decoration. So just kind of fun like that. I think I really should have knotted this. We may play around with some different ideas when we get to this on the other one. I'm only making 2 of these right now, or making one on camera, I guess I should say. It's a little time consuming, and so I obviously made this one earlier this week, and we're going to make one in just a different colorway. It's a lot of the same colors, just a different color mug. So hopefully you might have some of these things, or think about dies that you do have. Maybe you don't have the Lawn Fawn mug. Maybe you have a different mug. There are, or it doesn't even have to be a mug, whatever it might be. You can make all kinds of fun little things, little containers, like little jars, I mean, there's so many different kind of shaker type things out. Maybe you want to make like an ornament shaker. There's circle frames. Lawn Fawn is fantastic about having a lot of dies where I'll show you. So there's going to be like the solid. In this case, it's the outside in stitched mug. Well, they have outside in stitched lots of different dies. So we're going to use the solid, but the solid is the same size. And of course I don't have these in the right order. It's the same size as the stitched mug frame. Well, that is this piece. So it's going to fit right over here and make it a shaker. There's apples, there's pumpkins. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Then there's these standard shapes as well. I'm thinking circles or ovals or whatever could be made into, especially circles probably, could be made into ornaments really, really easily. Gingerbread people and cocoa, perfect holiday pals. Yes, I love that. Okay. Debbie J's Crafting Corner says she has lots of bells. I do too, and they're in a drawer, and I forget about them all the time. And then when I'm like voicing over a video, I'm like, I used to add some jingle bells to things, and I thought they were really cute. I'm going to have to secure these better because they keep sliding. I didn't knot it. Like I said, I probably have to fix that, but luckily that's nothing that will hurt my tag to fix. So that's kind of the basis of that. So I'm going to kind of go through what we're using, then I can move this stuff out of the way. I did die cut everything off camera, because it was a bit time consuming to do all of the die cutting. For the mug itself, and this is going to be from the outside in stitched mug, we have, whoops, let's do in the right order. Our tag backer, I die cut it from a different color. We also, wouldn't have to. You could use this as your tag backer. That extra piece just gives it a little more stability. The back of our mug, this is what's going to be seen in the back of the shaker. An acetate piece, that is all the outside in stitched mug. Then the frame, that is going to be the stitched mug frame. Those are the pieces for the mug itself. Then also from the stitched mug frame, I die cut some random hearts. This is some fun little confetti. There's some coffee beans. I've also got some marshmallows, which I thought were really cute. And then the spoon is some Simon Says Stamp metallic or mirror silver, matte mirror. I think it's called matte mirror. The exact name is in the supplies down below. I did get all the supplies listed and linked today, so yay for that ahead of time. That is from that set. Then let's go ahead and go over our gingerbread friends. This is Lawn Fawn as well. I have my little gingerbread person. I have a little bow tie. I have all the squiggles. You're going to notice when I put this guy together, I die cut one of the faces from the paper bag cardstock, and we're going to mat it on that ground coffee cardstock, the dark color, to showcase the face. And then there are some little hearts we're going to adorn that guy with. So that's all from this set. Let's see. Linda says, where do you store all of these dies? Do you mean the dies I'm showing right now? I store them, you'll notice that they are in the same size package as what I would store a stamp set here. So I store them by company, the same way I store stamps. I like things very uniform. My larger sets are all in just the larger packages in different bins, but also by company. Next up we have, well, let me do all the Lawn Fawn ones first, I think. Yeah. I thought it would be fun. I was actually inspired. Shari used this little like whipped cream piece. So I wanted to use that for my mug to make it look like whipped cream. Plus it's fantastic for tucking in some fun little things. That is from the Stitched Cupcake set. That is where that came from. And that's the only thing I used from that. And then the little mini tag was something I added on later, which I thought was kind of fun. It's my favorite little mini tag with the hole reinforcer from the Scalloped Circle gift tag, also from Lawn Fawn. Hi, Tracy. You're not even late. We haven't started anything yet. Then I was looking for candy canes, and I really wanted to use this different candy cane, but it didn't have a backer. So I picked this candy cane from Simon Says Stamp. It's a candy cane heart. I think it maybe is from 2020, but I might be wrong. Maybe it's from 2019. It always runs together for me a little bit. So it does die cut in a heart, and you're going to notice I didn't use it that way. Luckily, you can kind of disguise. So the only bad thing, whoops, is that this candy cane is not going to cut all the way, because how you layer this is like so. Well, I just trimmed it, and then I'm going to disguise the end kind of tucked into that whipped topping, but I'm going to cut it apart. I'm going to cut the base apart because I liked the size and scale of this candy cane, and I also really liked that it has the backer, so I wasn't trying to piece and then cut, but you could. So I just looked through my stash for a candy cane, and that's the one I found. Let me see. Nabil says, happy teacher here because the Braves won and the parade is today, so no school for your district. Well, congratulations to the Braves. And that is awesome that you get a day off for that. That is amazing. And I have to say, I usually do watch some of the World Series, and I watched not 1 minute of it this year. Go figure. Let me see. DK Sherby, did anyone say where the new zigs are available? I have no idea. So anyone who knows, would you please let... Oh! Is it Zumzaline says, I bought them at Simon Says Stamp. I didn't even know they were there. That is fantastic. At the end, or when I'm done here, I will go find them and I'll link them. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh, Carrie says the candy cane was from the Simon Says Stamp kit last November. Yes. Okay. I thought it was from last year, and I love that they still sell them individually later on. Oh, thank you, Megan. That means the world to me. You are so sweet. All right. The last dies I'm using are greenery. I think greenery is really cute tucked into this. So I am using greenery from the Christmas, and please ignore my misspelling. I noticed this like a year ago, and I have not fixed it still. So there's that. Sometimes it happens when I'm labeling things. I need to fix it. But we're going to use greenery. I'm going to use that little sprig, and then I've got these little leaves. Oops, and I forgot. I knew I'd forget to die cut something, so we'll have to die cut something in a minute. I forgot to die cut the red berries. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to keep this one out since I do need something for that. But I did die cut little white sparkly berries for this one. We just want to use red ones for that. That is the dies we're using. Then, oh good, the sun kind of went behind a cloud. Greetings for the front of our mug. I am using sentiments from the Lawn Fawn Thanks a Latte. We're going to stamp those on the acetate, which is one of my very favorite things to do with a shaker. And finally, greetings for the back of the mug are both going to be from Thanks a Latte, and the to and the from are the same style of text, and I grabbed those from Say What Christmas Critters. So let's get to making, since that was a lot of different product. And again, you do not need all the things I used. I literally went through my stash looking for the perfect things that I thought would work. And there's lots of other things that will work as well. So first up, I am going to go ahead and put together the front of my mug and stamp it with Stazon ink. We are stamping on acetate, which means we need to use some Stazon. I am going to just put a little liquid glue here around my frame. And very carefully line that up. I really probably should have grabbed an acrylic block to hold that flat. Okay, So there's that, and really, oh, maybe this will work. It's not a big one, but that'll work. I'm going to set that aside to dry for just a second before we stamp it. And while it is drying, let's go ahead and assemble our cute little gingerbread person. The backer and this piece, you could also create your own face. You wouldn't have to use the dies. I briefly considered that, but since this was something I was making more than one of, I decided to try to keep it in check. I wanted to call this Nichol is Extra because I feel like this tag is a little extra. Hello, Carolyn's just joining us. Let's see, we have several just joining us. Welcome, everyone. Let's see. Okay, yay. I had no idea they were available at Simon. That makes me so happy. I'm going to go buy some. Don't everyone go buy all of them. I'm just kidding. Lori Olson says, that's fine. This is a related question. What weight cardstock do you use for your card bases? I use the heavyweight. I believe it's the 110 pound. And I buy all of my card bases, unless I'm going to do a colored card base, but I buy all my card bases from Simon. They're already pre-cut and pre-scored. I'm going to grab a pen and my notebook real quick. I usually try to be a little bit better prepared, but I want to make note of the zig markers, and I'll also link my card bases. So there is the front. Let's just go ahead and add some little pink cheeks. I don't feel like I got that lined up great. That's okay. Tweezers are your best friend. I really love these from Spellbinders, and an embellishment wand. So the gingerbread man, as well as many of the dies from Lawn Fawn that have faces, have little cheeks like this, which I think are cute. And since this is a pretty much all die cut type project except for sentiments, I thought it would be fun to add those. So there is that. Let's go ahead and kind of go top to bottom. Oh, Teresa says some colors are already sold out. Hi, Teresa. Teresa's here. We talked about your hearts. Were you here for that? Let me see. Jessie B says, so the whole mug is heavyweight. No. If you're talking about the cardstock for the mug, no, it's not. The only piece of cardstock that's heavy here is the white piece. I don't know what weight the Lawn Fawn textured cardstock is. I should have mentioned that. I'm so sorry. I'm using a lot of Lawn Fawn textured cardstock. I do have that linked below. But what I love, see that little subtle texture in it? Plus you can kind of feel it, but it's not super obnoxious like with texture, but it just has that little subtle texture. I like it because a lot of times I don't like my cardstock, my solid cardstock, to be plain. I like a tone-on-tone pattern. So I like that because I don't have to stamp anything. I'm not sure the weight, but it definitely is not heavyweight. So that's not heavyweight, and my frame's not heavyweight. The acetate obviously is thick. There's only 2 pieces on the whole thing that are thick. None of the rest of this stuff is going to be, and I'm not sure what these 2 individual colors of Lawn Fawn cardstock, I'm not sure the weight. It may even say, I don't have my original packaging though, so I'm sorry. I can check that when we're done though. I would be happy to. I'm going to I like to kind of fold up my little hair bow. And for everyone who knows that I always love to... Oh, Teresa, fantastic. Okay, Susie, who was asking, and anyone else, Teresa is saying that the Etsy shop is called... Oh, what in the world? Come on, chat. Happy Kawaii Supplies. Thank you, Teresa, for letting everyone know. I appreciate it. Megan wants to know how I like this liquid glue compared to others. I really like it. I don't know if I like it better than others, but I do like the little fine nozzle tip. I'm not one that has, well, other than my tape runner. I've used the same tape runner for years and I do like it. I'm pretty, I guess, ambivalent towards liquid glue. I'll use it all. But I do like that little tip. So when I have a liquid glue, if it has a tiny little tip to it, it will be my favorite. So the gingerbread people from Lawn Fawn have so many parts and pieces. You could go crazy here. I will say when I did my initial mug, there were a couple things I did that I wasn't, I'm not going to redo it. But some of the details on the mug, or pardon me, the gingerbread man got lost. So I'm going to try to rectify that today. And that's just because of how I adhered them, and I used liquid glue and I really couldn't move it. Oh, Debbie J's Crafting Corner says she's pretty sure she has some of these same type of products and she hopes I don't mind her casing me. Absolutely not. That is what we do. We get inspired and create things. That is what this series is for. I'm hoping it inspires everyone to maybe create some of your own gift tags and fun projects. And I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys this. I wanted to mention, maybe you don't need a tag, but maybe you want to make a card. I would just not put that backer piece on. You could use this. I would probably not use jingle bells just because they're so dimensional. Go ahead and put your shaker on a card front. How cute would that be? You could even, instead of putting your sentiments right on the acetate window, you could probably do them down below. But this is big and bold enough. I should grab a card base that this will cover most of the front of a card. So definitely keep that in mind too. I really want to encourage you to make it your own. Use things how you think maybe they would work best for you. You could even like put gift cards or something inside of a card. I think there's a lot of great ways to use this and maybe even not make it a tag. I'm going to run to the store and try to find some mugs and stuff. And when I get my gifts all put together, I'll post them on social because I want you guys to see how I use these in real time. I think I haven't done such a good job of that in the past. And so this year I'm going to be sharing a lot of like gift wrap type things once I have gifts put together so you can kind of see how I use them. And then those are the little hearts going down the front. I just did blue on this one since I did pink. Kind of the gingerbread person matches, or gingerbread girl in this case. You could always do a bow tie or something for a boy. Matches the mug. This is a Studio Katcha embellishment wand, and it is linked below in the supplies. Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Where can I find an address to mail you a card? We Scorpios have to stick together. Ooh, we have lots of Scorpios here today. That's awesome. I am going to be posting that. I have a post office. I've just got a post office box number. It's my errand I have to run here in a minute. And I will let you guys know that probably Monday. Yep, let's see. I think this one is called Embellishment Wand. It is Embellishment Wand by Studio Katcha. I hope I said that right. Let me see. Amy says she added a magnet sheet to a 5x7 acrylic stand-up frame, and then she can keep all of the dies that she's using that day on that. What a great idea. I love that. Okay, I'm just going to glue some other things together really quick, I think, while I've got my glue out. Let me see. Okay, Tina also says that the Lawn Fawn textured cardstock is 80 pound. Thank you for looking at that. I wanted to say that I thought it was 80. It feels like 80, but I didn't want to tell you wrong. I don't know if you can see either. My candy canes, also the red is textured. I really should have done the other one first, I think, and cut it around. I'm just going to assemble them and then trim them apart. So I have 2 candy canes. And I probably would not have had to use both of them in the same mug, but again, I made this. This is what I call Nichol is being extra. The original was super fun to create. I've had this in my mind for a while, so it was really fun to go ahead and make it. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and carefully snip those apart. And then we've got 2. And I think, let me see. I will go ahead and let's go put our little hole reinforcer. We're just kind of doing a lot of the busy work right now. I want to make sure my acetate is glued to that frame really well before I stamp on it. Whoops, sorry, I bumped my camera. I am going to, for this, I just did a tone on tone, a gift for you. We're going to do a little red on this, and I have that from the Say What Christmas, the same set that has the 2 in the front we're going to use on the back of the tag. I'm going to go ahead and just use my acrylic block to stamp that. We'll get that part out of the way. And then let's go ahead and grab our white Stazon. Let me see. Gingerbread Person, the Delta Crafter, is from Lawn Fawn. And it's not new. I would say it's probably at least 2 years old, maybe 3. I've had it for quite a while. I haven't really used it that much, and I don't know why, because it's so cute. I'm going to move this kind of over to the side so you can still see it, but actually, I lied. We're going to move it over here. And then I think while I have this in here, I'm going to take the mug back, and this is really important. So yes, this is the prettier side, but the way this die is, it's not going to be able to work that way. So I'm going to stamp kind of on, I call it the ugly side, although I think it die cut pretty nice. We're just going to pop that in our MISTI because I still have my stamps in here. They're already lined up. This is from Thanks a Latte. This is from Say What Christmas. And we're going to go ahead and just stamp that. And then we'll stamp the window because I have to grab those. I put the other ones away. Oops, and this is why I used my MISTI. There we go. And then we'll just set that to the side. And then Shimon Carmichael, I hope I said that right, said, "You're not extra, like Goldilocks, you're just right." Thank you. I've never thought of it that way. Sometimes when I'm making something that has so many steps to it, which is how I personally like things, I think, wow, this feels really, really extra. But I feel like we should all craft how we enjoy crafting. And I like all the little parts and pieces. I'm going to put those away, and then we can grab our sentiments when we put this other away. Now, about the greeting for the front, it doesn't fit the way it is. So let me grab those. You're the marshmallows to my cocoa. First of all, I thought it was cute. You can also do you're the cream to my coffee if you want to do maybe more of a coffee theme. Love you a latte. I think that's really fun. And of course they just have, this can be fall or obviously Christmas. I think this would also be really cute if you wanted to go fall themed. Now that I think about it, wouldn't that be kind of fun to do more of like a pumpkin spice theme? Even for maybe a hostess gift for Thanksgiving. Kelly says the recipient will appreciate all the extra. I love that. Linda says she loves all the little pieces as well. I am going to grab a card base. Actually, we'll just grab one from behind me. So, this is a card that I shared this week. This is Hero Arts, A Hug and a Mug. I've been all about the mugs this week, but let's just show you here on the back. This is a Simon Says stamp card base. It's pre-scored, top fold. Look at how bold that is. I would probably put a pattern on the back. I even think that Argyle pattern from from Hero Arts, how cute would that be? Just kind of ignore that. But wouldn't that be cute? I think just a big, bold pattern. I feel like I should do that later. Oh my gosh. And you guys, there's a candy, like a candy cane pattern from Hero Arts. I think that one would be cute too. Like a red on pink or something for the blue mug. Kelly says she loves the gingerbread girl with the blue hearts and blue bow. Oh, CZ said, wouldn't this tag be cute with a gift of homemade cocoa bombs? That's exactly what I was thinking. I thought that would be really fun. Or even, let's say making the cocoa bombs are not your thing. You know you can buy so much of that stuff too. So don't feel like you have to make it all. That's kind of my theme. I love paper and fabric, and so some of the other stuff I'm like, I can just buy it. Oh, I remember what I did. I tried to stamp as much as I could at once. So I'm going to flip it around and I'll show you why. This is going to be really long. Now you can cut it apart. I tend to not cut mine apart if possible. So I'm going to line up the word marshmallows with the top line of text that says "You're the." And I promise this is, I'm real sorry, there's my head probably. It's super easy. So let's just go ahead and pick it up. Oh man. All right. I think this stamp's not super clean. We're just going to do it this way. I'm just going to pop that right there, and then let's double check that that's still, I don't think that's lined up great. I'm going to start over. We're doing pretty good on time today, so. There's just a lot of steps to this. So I know a lot of times with my handmade holiday, I try to make multiples, and yes, I made 2. I may even make more. Because I thought of, after I had prepped this, I thought of a couple other people that I thought these would be fun for. Let's try to get this in the MISTI. That's not perfect, but I can fix it now. I swear this did not take this long when I did it off camera. Okay. I'm just going to use some Post-it tape to mask off what I don't want to ink up. Let's see. Is everybody talking about the chocolate bombs? I've seen it too. I think I would like to try them. It does sound fun. I've watched those videos and it looks so much fun. But I'm going to tell you guys, I was at Costco 2 weekends ago and they sell a whole bunch of them. I could show you, but they're really fun, and I bought some. I gave to my older kids that don't live here because I thought it would be fun to have like hot chocolate. But they're holiday packaged and they're really cute. And my youngest son tried one and he said they were really good. All right. So you're the marshmallows. And then I am going to turn it this way. And We're going to take a little cleaner. I think I already have some on here. I'm going to clean that really good. And let's put this little guy away so I don't lose him. I saw someone said stamp surgery. Yes. That probably would have been the easiest. I probably should have done it. And if Linda's asking if there's a recipe for them somewhere, I think there's recipes everywhere. I would probably check Pinterest, but if someone has tried one and they really love it, let us know. I would love to know too. The Delta Crafter says she made some last year, but see if she can find some. I'm going to show you because they're literally right next to me in the closet. Well, this one is missing some. I think I gave all the rest to my kids. They come in a package. There's 4 of these sleeves. There's 5 in each. There's like a green and maybe another red, maybe gold. But they're hot chocolate bombs. And this is the flavors. So this one Ethan tried and really, really loved. But I thought they were cute. They're packaged cute. I think they would make awesome gifts. So there's my plug for Costco today, I guess. Let me see. Hi, Lynn. Let me see if my chat. Okay. Christine says, even though it's extra, I find getting into a groove, die cutting things, stamping, etc. makes multiples therapeutic, not stressful. That is perfectly said, and I agree 100%. Die cutting all of this stuff, especially after making one, was relaxing, and it did not take as long as I thought. I grouped everything by color and simply die cut it and then put the cardstock away. It was fantastic. I agree. I love multiples of things. So you can see I only inked up the To My Cocoa part. I do want to tell you guys my little tip. Let's say you don't get things stamped with the Stazon like you want. Take a little Q-tip in some stamp cleaner and just wipe it away. It'll erase it off of the acetate. The cleaner will clean the acetate. So you're not going to ruin your acetate, like have to start all over, if you would perhaps not get it stamped perfectly. All right, we're going to move the stamping away and we're ready for some assembly. Yay, my favorite part. Now, I know I have seen, and I have done this, but it was a lot of extra die cutting. You could die cut the frame, I would say 6, 8, 10 times maybe, 8 probably, and layer them to make your shaker well. I'm going to use foam today because I think it's quicker, but you could die cut all of those and it's going to be a really clean, smooth edge. I'm going to show you mine with the foam. I think it still looks really good. I don't mind the foam. So that is another idea if you would prefer to have your frame just kind of maybe be more uniform all the way around. These are the waffle flower foam strips. The Delta Crafter, sweet, how much were they? I cannot remember. I want to say, I probably will tell you wrong. First of all, I went there when I was hungry. I went with my oldest son and I bought all kinds of stuff that I didn't even go in there for. I want to say like $36 for 20, I think. But I could totally be wrong. With foam strips like this, so the new waffle flower foam strips I love. I probably have another package that has the longer strips that would work good, but I'm going to show you how to piece together smaller ones. When you take it off of your backing paper, remove the other side of the backing paper and it's going to make your foam pliable. Yes, Christine says after the cocoa is consumed, it's an ornament for the Christmas tree. That is my hope, that the recipients will want to use it for that. So I just kind of gently maneuver it around my frame, and you can see it didn't quite cover, which I knew it wasn't going to because it was a longer one. You know, we may just grab one of these a little bit shorter ones for the rest of this. I hope that, yeah. So again, I just take my tweezers, especially these. I think these waffle flower ones are really sticky. The good news is they stay put once you have assembled whatever it is, but they are so sticky. So I'm just going to, and the only little trick is right around that last corner. And my scissors are underneath something. All right. So I'm just going to kind of bring that right there because you want it to meet. And we're just going to do that. Perfect. Yes. Is it Shaman? Am I saying that right? You could do those cute mason jars with pre-made cocoa mix too, with candy canes to stir and tied around the neck. I love that idea. That is fantastic. Really, really cute. Whatever I end up doing, I am going to share. That's such a great idea. With this tag extra for sure. Yes, I love it. All right. I'm going to grab some tape runner. Let's go ahead and put the backer pieces together. So this is the back, since I'm making mine a tag. Again, if you want to put this on a card, I would not add this last piece. It's just kind of a waste of cardstock, because this will be the back of your shaker. But for a tag, it just gives it a little more stability. And then we need to play around with our elements. So first things first, we're going to take an anti-static powder tool and try not to get, is it working? Try not to get any on the part that needs to hold my shaker together, but I like to go around the edge to hopefully keep my shaker material from catching, and I see a problem with my assembly. That needs to meet, or those little microscopic seed beads I'm using are going to escape. Let's just do this. There we go. And then in my shaker, I'm going to face down, put some of those die cut marshmallows we had earlier, and then let's do a little assortment of hearts. I think I'm only going to use, and I want the pattern, these have the texture to them. I want the pattern side down, and since this mug is blue, I'm going to use pink and red. And I like lots of stuff in my shaker. So we're going to have a combination of paper and then some seed beads and some snowflakes. I'm going to hold off on that because I don't want to accidentally spill. So we're just going to kind of look at what we have left, and I'm gluing it to the background of the inside of my shaker card. Let me see. Oh, Sean, thank you. That is such a nice compliment. You made my day. Linda, I like that the foam is cut into different sizes as well. I find it really convenient. Let's see, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Is that Germany, paper, pencil, and bird? I kind of missed some of that. Okay, thank you so much. So is it Shaman? Is that right? Let's see. Yes, daylight savings does start for the states and counties that participate on Sunday. I don't love it. It gets dark too early. Let me see. All right, I'm just trying to catch up on my chat. And I suppose I lost, there it is. I should have put this back in here. It may have gotten a little clogged. I'm going to glue my spoon down first. I had that pin in my mouth, sorry. And I just kind of want it sticking out. I want a lot of it to be seen in the shaker, and then of course it sticks out. I'm going to use my previous tag as a kind of a guide. Like I said, I'm going to try to fix it so maybe a little more of my gingerbread man girl shows. I am going to glue her down too. Just do some glue there. Like so. And here is where the part that I need to adjust. So we've got our candy canes and we have our whipped topping. And remember I said it has these little slits in it, which are great because you can slide them some fun little things down in here, which I think is cute. So that one's kind of hidden. I'm not going to glue anything down quite yet till I figure out if I like my placement. And this one, I don't want it covering up my gingerbread person, so it needs to kind of go back. Whoops. And that's why I said I wasn't putting seed beads in this yet. Let's move you further away. I kind of like that, and maybe it doesn't cover up quite as much. I'm just going to slip it over to the side a little more. Okay, so I like that. I'm going to hold it in place, and I'm just going to hide a little glue back here behind. And then to make sure it stays put, I've got my Honeybee Stamps reverse tweezers. The Spellbinders ones work great too. I use it as a clamp to hold everything. And then I also tucked, I don't know if you can even see it, there's a little marshmallow in here. I don't know if I mentioned this. So my whipped topping, I die cut from white glitter. So it would have a little bit more texture. So it would be different than the white outline on the candy cane and then the white of the marshmallow, because this is just some Nina cardstock. And we're going to put a little glue. And I want to tuck that marshmallow in there as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to clamp that again for just a second. Let's go ahead while we're waiting for that to dry and add our white berries to this sprig. And I die cut these from white glitter as well. I chose white because I was doing red for the other berries, so I thought that a little extra glitter wouldn't hurt. I think red glitter cardstock would be fun too for anything here. There we go. Yeah, spring forward is the killer. I agree, Kelly. Yeah, Christine says she loves it because it does get darker earlier, which really is the only thing that I don't care for. Let me see. Maureen says, do you store your Bearly Arts glue with the pin in it, or do you have the cap? I store it with the pin in it, and I'm going to show you what I do. Also, I lost the original pin that came in it, so I'm using one I have. It does not fit as good. Try not to lose it. I actually use one of these from Make It by Marco on Etsy, and I always keep mine just like that. So it's always with the tip down, and it works really great. That's how I store mine. I use it so often, I just don't, I guess, worry about that. I think I do have the cap. It's in a drawer somewhere. Oh, DK Sherby says, I'm having a craving for coffee, Bailey's, and a huge clump of whipped cream. That sounds amazing. Yes. The only part of fallback is getting up in the dark and coming out of work in the darkness. That's what my son said too. My oldest son, he was like, I don't like it because I go to work in the dark and then I come home in the dark and it's just dark all the time. And I said, yeah, I agree. I'm only going to put glue along the bottom edge of that whipped topping, and then I can put it down that, I guess. And this is another thing that we're going to have to give it a minute. I'm going to slide that top of the candy cane back behind my gingerbread person and put that whipped topping right there. And I'm going to clamp it again. Actually, let's clamp it from this direction. And let that sit. And then I probably can go ahead and tuck this in. We're just going to do a little bit of glue. And I'm tucking that right into this as well. So that kind of in that little slit right there. I just like all of these little parts and pieces. As they all come together, it just looks so cute and like so much fun. So we don't need those hearts for this. We are going to need those. I'm just going to set them aside for a second. I'm going to fill my shaker because we're going to be ready to assemble it. I don't know if Honeybee Stamps still has these. I know that's where these are from. I've really been into using up stuff lately. So I've got some snowflakes. These I also used. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. So when I tell you I've been doing shakers, all the things, my Making the Cut video for Simon Says Stamp comes up next week. And they're shaker tags too. And I am in love with them. I hope you guys love them. And then these are also from Honeybee Stamps, and they're called Coffee Bean. And they're microscopic seed beads. I'm sure you can get seed beads anywhere. And we're actually going to use up all the rest of these, I think. Or most of them. I just want to fill that shaker. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm going to spill this shaker yet. And then I might have to mute it because of the words that'll come out of my mouth. Michelle says, where's Odin? And the snoring that made my day laughing on your recent video. It's so true. You know what? He actually is not, he's laying right next to me sleeping, but he's not snoring. He's being so good. Odin. Hey. His tail wagged, but he doesn't really want to get up. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, you know what I totally forgot? I forgot the foam for the handle. So it lays nice. Dang it. I'm chatting and not paying attention to what I need to do. So, oh, that's not peeling apart very good. Let's kind of be real careful. Please, please, please. And add this to my handle. I'm going to use my fingernail to stabilize this, I hope. I cannot believe I forgot to do this. All right. Come on. Yeah. This is not going to be easy with the stuff in it. Don't be like me. If you're going to do this, you guys, please, please put your foam adhesive before you fill your shaker. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a nightmare. All right, well, we're just going to go slow. I don't even care if I waste that piece, just as long as I don't shake or I don't spill this. There we go. All right. Perfect. Let me see. Tracy, I'm dying. That's hilarious. She said that she had a brain fart last year and asked her hubby why he didn't put Bailey's in her morning coffee for work, and he was like, huh? Then I realized it had alcohol. That is so funny. Thank you for that. That is amazing. Oh, good. Jessie says she's loving the aqua mug. All right. I'm really sorry. I may have to get right over the top of this to get it lined up. Although that looks pretty good. Yay. And then we're just going to press all around the edges. Yay! Aren't shakers addictive? And I think they look good with lots of stuff in them, especially this. This is a tip also from Shari at Lawn Fawn. If you're using like paper confetti, the seed beads kind of help the paper move. And I have found that to be really true. So seed beads in anything, any color would be awesome. Even maybe if you're using some brown sequins and you have some clear seed beads. Okay, I can't quit shaking it. That's fun. All right, so a couple things we have left. I need to die cut some berries since all of my good planning and I didn't. And we have some little leaves. These are going to go on the front edge of my mug, and I think I'm going to go just a titch more this way. So we have 1 and 2. Oh my goodness. Broke your back 2 weeks ago, so you're still laying down. Oh, I hope you're feeling better and you heal quickly. That sounds miserable. I'll keep you in my thoughts. That's not good. Luckily, aren't we so lucky we live in a time where even if we are bedridden for a while, we have options for things to watch. I just think about that sometimes, about how when I was little and sick, there was no entertainment. Maybe that's bad. Okay, I kept out these berries. Let me die cut that really quick because I was a little bummed at myself for forgetting, but that'll only take a second. Because we definitely need all of the things here. Oh, Odin, was I in your way? All right. I am going to then just start. Let's put a dab there. And I'm going to just kind of do them one at a time so I make sure and get them kind of where I want them to go. And I did, oh, really? That's upside down too. I did finish mine with some Nuvo ruby slippers, a red glitter. So can you see how they have that little bit of dimension to them? You could also probably just use that and not the dye underneath if you didn't want to. I'm not going to worry about that little bit of glue because I will cover that here in a second. And there's that. So I like having a little something kind of partially on the window, which is those little berries. All right, let's not lose this little die because that looks like an accident waiting to happen. I'm going to go ahead and put that back. I need to have one of those little magnets we were talking about, someone mentioned. Linda says she's so old that all we had for entertainment were the birds outside the window. Yes, that's so funny. Okay, what is the theme song? Oh, The Price is Right. Is that the theme song we're talking about? Isn't that true? That's actually a mood. Yep, me too. All right, this is some lawn trimmings twine. And where are my jingle bells? I've got some little red and white jingle bells. Okay, and this is where I did think I would change something. I'm going to see if I have that ribbon handy. I think I'm going to add a little touch of ribbon if I can find it. I may not have it handy. Oh, I do. I thought so. I have had this literally for years and years and years. I usually break it out Christmas time. It's really thin silk ribbon. But this is what we're going to do. I think we're going to put the jingle bells on it instead. And I will probably fix this one because see, I didn't like how they're all on this string and it's just not quite how I want it. Usually when I add jingle bells, this is how I prefer to add them. All right, so we're going to thread those on that. Leave that there for a minute. We're going to use our lawn trimmings twine, and I did use the pink, the pink, red, and white because I thought it really went with this particular theme. And we're just going to thread that through. I love that the mug has this little cutout in it. I think that that's just so smart. So this is going to be like the little tag-ish part of that. And I did thread my little mini tag onto here. And let's just kind of figure out how long we want this guy. I'm going to have to snip those, but that's okay. All right, then we're going to go ahead and thread this through. And I need to get my fabric scissors. I keep one pair of scissors for ribbon or things like that because paper will dull your scissors, which probably everybody already knows. Then when I have that all the way up here, we're going to tie our bells, and I don't know if you can see that, but just using an extra piece is going to secure it so much better. And because this is silk ribbon and it's real, it will tie into a teeny tiny knot. I am going to knot it so it stays put. And then we're going to tie it into a little bow. And I think I'm going to like this a lot better. Oh, I just took off one of my berries with my fingernail. We'll fix it. And then I tie my ribbon. The reason I like to do two, I mean, you could do one if you wanted to as well, but I like to tie the bow between the two bells. And then I'm going to snip these. And I've not looked at the chat at all for a minute. Let me see. If I've missed anything, guys, start thinking about if I've missed your question, please get ready because we're almost finished here. All right, there is my berry that I just knocked off. Before I put the Nuvo crystal drops on, I'm going to show you, oops, this really needs to be back behind. There we go. And then you just simply hang that like from your jar. I probably need to shorten that a little bit, but kind of like that. How fun. And I love the jingle bells. I like that ribbon too a lot better. I'm going to add ribbon to this guy. So there are my finished tags. Oh, and I really should let that dry. Okay, I'm going to let it sit, pardon me. So because I'm all the way finished, I'm going to take these Ruby Slippers Nuvo Crystal Drops and we're going to place these on the berries. I like the texture that this gives, plus a little bit of glitter. And it looks kind of like a little milky right now, but this is how it dries. Okay, that is it. Let me see. Stacy says, no one touches my fabric scissors. Yes, I have the Tim Holtz scissors too. Yeah, that's so funny. These are my fabric scissors for paper crafting. That's funny. I have fabric scissors for my actual like quilting and stuff. And then I have, and those are in a drawer so that mostly no one will look for them there. And then these are my, what I call my paper crafting ones because they're for ribbon and whatnot. Joe and Marie Romero says, I guess I'll be doing another Lawn Fawn order. It's my birthday month. Yes, I agree. Birthday month. I think we should celebrate all month long. Hello, I'm back. Okay. Karen says, hope the receiver appreciates this lovely cup of coffee. Yes, I hope so. Fabric and ribbon scissors. Absolutely, Sandy. Okay, did anyone have any questions that I maybe did not see? Let me know. Mary says when she was young and sick, we had a 12-inch black and white TV with rabbit ears topped with tinfoil. At least I could watch Romper Room on PBS. Romper Room. Okay, so I grew up out in the country, and literally until I was like in high school, and I think we got like a satellite dish and had channels, everyone used to think it was so weird who lived in town that I had 3 channels. We literally had 3 channels. And I still don't watch that much TV. I think it just comes from not growing up watching it. Let me see. Oh, good. Let's see, making gingerbread and snowmen this year. That's so much fun. The Delta Crafter says she grabbed her friend's hand so hard when she tried to use her fabric scissors on paper. Same. That is just not allowed. Do you worry about the light from your window fading your fabric? I don't. It's not too bad, and really, unless I'm in here, the shades are shut. So I don't worry about it. Lee says, got here late. What kind of clear plastic did you use for the embossing? I didn't emboss. I just stamped with Stazon ink, and I used Lawn Fawn acetate. And all of those, what I used, are listed down below. Yes, DK Sherby says these tags could go on the tree. Absolutely. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, Tracy says she thinks someone wanted to know where I got the brown seed beads. I cannot promise. I have no links to them. They're from Honeybee Stamps from years ago. I've been trying to use up things I have because I literally have so many products like this. I don't know if they still have them, but you can definitely go check. And they're called Coffee Bean, if that helps. Bye, Linda. Thank you for joining us. Messy Missy Creates says she was a country mouse too. Thank you, Carolyn. She says she loves watching me make stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, good. Amber says she was in high school too before she had more than 3 channels. See, I knew. You guys are my people. I love that. Oh, thank you, Carol. Let me see. Have I missed anything else? Oh, good. Let's see. Ambulance Girl 77 says finally caught alive and went over to Simon Says Stamp and bought the things you don't have. That's amazing. Thank you. Oh, the Stazon lid. Sean, thank you so much. I knew I was missing some stuff. I'm scrolling back up. Let me flip. That'll be easier. Here is the Stazon. It is called Cotton White. It does come with the re-inker. And I'm going to show you guys something. I don't want it to go flying. Honestly, it comes off easier than that. I keep this plastic piece because I think it kind of helps keep it. If you don't use it very often, before you use it, I recommend re-inking it. But I've had this set for quite a while. I re-ink it every once in a while, and it works fantastic. All right. I think Stazon dries really fast. Yes, super, super fast. And it's going to be, the reason you use Stazon and not a regular ink on acetate is because it is a solvent ink, meaning it's going to not smear. If you try to use dye ink or pigment ink, it will never dry. Unless you're going to use an embossable acetate, which I have to say, even embossable acetate, I haven't found one that I just think is, I still think it warps. I prefer to use Stazon on acetate. I think it works a lot better. That's just my preference though. Oh, Tina says Honeybee does still have them in stock. So thank you, Tina. I appreciate you checking on that for me. So definitely do that. Shawman says, I was my dad's channel changer as well. I love that. That is just perfect. Me too. Oh, good. She puts foam dots. Let's see. Christine says she puts foam dots on the plastic piece and attaches it to the inside of the lid so she never loses it. That's a great tip. Thank you. So many of us were the remote control changers. I think that's hilarious. Okay, I think I've covered everything. If I haven't, please let me know. Send me a message and I will try to get to that. But other than that, thank you guys. Again, thank you to my replay crew because I know you're catching this later. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Other than that, have a fantastic weekend and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my Patreon members. If you would like to join Patreon, click the link below in the description. The supplies used today are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another video that you may be interested in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to never miss a new video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.